This is me and my poetry. I've been looking around as often as time can afford and come to see that free speech started costing a fee. Yeah, it's been hard lately. It's a lot like breathing underwater. I'm not writing lines that pique anyone's interest. Why should you bother? So I'll add some gesticulation, some enunciation, some elation. Nope. Nothing. No adoration. That is what I thought. Your attention can't be bought because this passion that I used to use for currency has left me. And this audience that used to kind of like me is acting a little bit more testy of late. It's probably my fault. I made it too hard to relate. Maybe it was the big words or abstract notions, or maybe, just maybe, you think I'm burning that rhyme scheme candle at both ends. And the message that you thought I had before keeps forgetting to click send. If I could bend and break those rules for the sake of bringing it back, I'd do it too, just to end this bitter feud. But these words, they still tend to elude. And even as I sit here, pen and paper in hand, they don't feel pursued. Lyrical weight, it's dastardly. Not being able to vent through my writing has mastered me. These words, they have an evil plan. It's the way they've always meant to leave, not being captured, seized, and then turning to laugh at me, as if I came from among the diseased. Yeah, it's been hard lately. It's a lot like people staring at you, watching every little thing you do, every way you react. It feels forced, like I'm yelling, getting louder and louder and louder, just to turn my opinion into your fact. It's time to get even and exact my tasty revenge on these wadded up pieces of paper, smooth it out on the bulletin board of life, and go to town with the stapler. Take those little black letters and rearrange the crap out of them. But until then, I'm just going to sit here and complain about how those artists on Def Poetry Jam have way more steez. It's been hard lately. It's a lot like filling up buckets of anxiety. My writing, it's addicted to cigarettes. But creativeness is a smoke-free facility. This was my only ammunition against the world and its ability. And the loss of words is a great addition. The thought of it never returning, turning into more than just superstition. I can still remember, and though it's faint, of what it used to be like to be filled up with this stuff. It gave out serenity in my life, and trust me, that was more than enough. I'd like to say that I gave it back something else, kind of polished up that art and gave it life after pulling it down from that dust-covered shelf, bringing it back so it could bring me back to health. But wait a second. Something's wrong here. I forgot something. Oh yeah. Have I been rambling about myself this whole time? Have I misused this position of power in search of emotion from you? See, I have your full attention, but no intention of sharing with you the love of Jesus. The truth is, it hasn't been hard lately. See, I've been looking around as often as time can afford and come up blankly, pacing these halls of animosity, all the while contemplating a God who rules with sovereignty, and I am not serving the way that I ought to be. Serving the way I ought to. Simple fact is, we all need a God. That's why we're always worshiping. So if I misuse this time, this talent with a question mark, this stage, this poetic phase in my life, that's all the rage, then there is no way in hell I can testify to loving you. This decline of expressible thought in my mind can be blamed completely on this season of separation with God that I've been walking through. It's kind of funny, isn't it? How sin leads to pensiveness, and pensiveness to doubt, and doubt to more sin, but to what end? How's about we all, you and me, just seek Him? I'm done.